Hi everyone! Mbappe will meet with the President of France and the Emir of Qatar. Real Madrid have reached an agreement over the signing of another star, Chelsea are looking for a new manager, and Barcelona are in the way for appointing Hansi Flick. Since this is the most informative football channel on YouTube, who should take over the Barcelona job next season? Write your opinion in the comments down below, and don't forget to support this video with a like. This way more football fans will be able to get to know the latest news from the world of the #1 game. With that out of the way, let's get the show on the pitch. Oscar Bob has inked a new contract with Manchester City until June 2029. Bayern Munich have appointed Max Eberl as their new sporting director. The contract is valid until June 30th, 2027, and it will come into force on March 1st. 50-year-old Eberl worked at RB Leipzig since December 2022. He got fired on September 29th. Sassuolo have sacked head coach Alessio Dionisi. Since then, the Black and Green's roster has been temporarily entrusted to the youth team coach Emiliano Bigica. Sassuolo are currently placed 17th in Serie A. Alexander Zinchenko could return to the pitch during the match against Sheffield United. Sergio Ramos is my brother and he's a real legend. People always judge us by our age, but his level is simply outstanding. I love seeing him, Luka Modric shared. Tottenham Hotspur defender Ryan Sessegnon has confirmed that he has undergone surgery to his right hamstring. Sessegnon sustained an injury during a U21's match last week for Spurs. Mathis tells agent Gadiri Kamara has met with Bayern director Christoph Freund. The meeting was very positive. The club confirmed the plan to keep Mathis Tell and include him in future projects. The new deal could also be a topic as Bayern don't want Tell to leave. A future in Italy? Why not? Anything can happen. Now I'm doing other things. Let's see, but I'd like another time on the bench, Zinedine Zidane said. Sergio Aguero will start training in Independiente to put himself in shape. Tevez gave the okay to evaluate if he is fit for a return to professional football. How do I help Modric? It's very difficult. I know what it means. I understand when Luka is set, but this is not his end. The whole world thinks that, but he doesn't. He still has legs, energy. This is not the end of his career. Look at his quality. Luca Ancelotti admires. Liverpool are discussing an end-of-season trophy parade through the city centre after the Carabao Cup victory. Fans would also be able to say goodbye to Jurgen Klopp. Savio has 9 goals plus 7 assists in all competitions. He will move to Manchester City in the summer. Palmeiras will ask Real Madrid to delay signing Endrick Felipe until the end of 2024. I'm pretty sure that Wataru Endo will sign another long-term contract at Liverpool. He might be 31 on a passport, but he's a machine. Jurgen Klopp shared his impressions on the Japanese. PSG manager Luis Enrique on Bayern interest in Marquinhos. History shows that few players leave PSG. Those who leave are either out of contract or the club wants to sell them. I think that's not the case with Marquinhos. He's a top player, crucial for us. David Raya is training a banned XL bully as a bodyguard following a series of violent break-ins targeting footballers. He has hired experts from Elite Protection Dogs to train his pet dog, Goku. Mikhail Faye has scored 2 goals in the last 2 games for Barca Athletic. Barca are very happy with his performances as they are already turned down a €9 million proposal from Arsenal's in January. I had a plan with Arda Güler before Modric's goal. Then I changed my mind. Arda understands it very well, of course, and if he doesn't understand it, nothing happens, Carlo Ancelotti said. John Dahl Tomasson is the new manager of the Swedish men's national team. Ajax's disastrous season in numbers. The gap between league leader PSV and them is now a staggering 29 points. Never did Ajax have such a large gap between them and a league leader. Valencia has changed their mind and will stop Netflix from filming Vinicius' documentary at Mestalla next week. Massimiliano Allegri is the first coach in Serie A history since 1929-1930 able to reach the milestone of 1,000+ points. 1,002 considering real points, thanks to 301 wins, 99 draws and 96 defeats. Legendary! Marco Reus could leave Borussia Dortmund as a free agent at the end of his contract in the summer of 2024. The club dictates the style, so you have to get agreement about that. That is given by the leaders of this club. Ineos want to play proactive, dynamic, attacking football, which during my time here we always try to do, Erik ten Hag said. Iago Aspas is the 6th player who scored 200 goals in official games for a Spanish team other than Real Madrid and FC Barcelona. Lionel Messi and Erling Haaland have been nominated for the 2024 Laureus World Sportsman of the Year award. I remember after 3 or 4 years, Liverpool lost the Champions League, lost the Europa League, and they believed in the project and in the next season were stronger until they got what they wanted, Pochettino claimed. Albert Ellis has successfully undergone surgery and has been placed in a protective coma. Shinji Okazaki will retire from football at the end of the season. During his career, he played 700 pro apps, scored 178 goals, gave 43 assists, and won 3 trophies. Everton points deduction has been reduced to 6 points. Premier League statement confirms. This is how the Premier League table stands after Everton's points penalty was reduced. A cameraman running to the pitch trying to film the celebration collided with assistant referee Guadalupe Porras. She suffered a head injury and was taken to the hospital in an ambulance. Liverpool believe they could have £300 million worth of talent within their youth setup. Barcelona have stripped Dani Alves of the status of the club's legendary footballer. Eddie Howe and Newcastle pushing to agree on a new deal for Joelinton. That's always been in my mind as an absolute priority to try and get him to stay at the club long term. A Torino member of staff was caught spying on De Rossi's training session with Roma. The individual was stopped by security. He also did it last season when Mourinho was there. And now let's have a look at the results of yesterday's fixtures. Here's a quick recap of yesterday's games, starting off with MLS, where Inter Miami barely snatched the draw. In the 92nd minute, Leo Messi took full advantage of Alba's pass to equalize the score against LA Galaxy. Girona returned to second place in La Liga after crushing Rayo Vallecano thanks to an accurate strike from Zihanko and a brace from Savio. As for Serie A, we highlight Paulo Dybala's hat-trick, which allowed Roma to secure a 3-2 victory over Torino. Moving on to the main news of the release. Pochettino's future at Chelsea is uncertain, with European qualification playing a crucial role. Chelsea has a long-standing interest in Ruben Amorim, but the Portuguese is expected to have high-profile options who can offer him European football next season. Insider Nicolas Kira informed that Chelsea are monitoring the progress of Brighton head coach Roberto De Zerbi. Kylian Mbappe will have dinner with Emmanuel Macron and the Emir of Qatar on Tuesday evening. He was invited by the French president. Other players from the PSG dressing room may also be present. What exactly will happen at the meeting is still unclear. Journalist Ramon Alvarez reassures Real Madrid fans. I want to assure you that there is no reason to worry. Mbappe has already penned a contract with Real Madrid and there is no turning back. There is one more piece of good news for Los Blancos. According to a report from El Chiringuito TV, Paris Saint-Germain superstar Kylian Mbappe wants to be presented as the new Real Madrid player before the beginning of UEFA Euro 2024. Liverpool had positive talks with Xabi Alonso and he wants to join the club. Despite interest from Bayern Munich, for now, Alonso is more excited about joining Liverpool and the Premier League. Real Madrid have reached verbal agreement with Bayern fullback Alphonso Davies. Player will sign in 2024 or 2025, The Athletic reports. Real Madrid remain Alphonso Davies' favorite destination since October, but Bayern's asking price will be a key part of the story. Bayern's position now is next. New deal by June, or he will be sold. No issues between Davies and Real on personal terms. Barca have not made any proposal so far, and these were updates from Fabrizio Romano. At the same time, the other reliable reporter, Florian Plettenberg, notes the following. At this stage, FC Bayern expect Alphonso Davies to leave the club in the summer, as there is still no agreement about a contract extension. Real Madrid are pushing to sign Davies, but there is no official offer yet. Alphonso Davies is now demanding €20 million a year to extend his contract at Bayern. The club is unwilling to go that high, and this was an insider from Bild journalist Christian Falk. Pini Zahavi watched the Barcelona match along with Joan Laporta at the request of Hansi Flick, who continues to offer himself as a candidate to replace Xavi. Pini Zahavi has told Joan Laporta that Hansi Flick wants to coach FC Barcelona. He is ready to bring his medical team. The club and the president like Hansi, but they don't want to rush with the decision on who they will appoint as a manager.